Hello everyone, Jeff Bouwman here, and this quick tutorial is going to show you how to complete the flipped classroom assignment for EDT 211-511. And again, like I say in my videos, my view may be a little different than yours. So I'm going to go to assignments and I am going to check out the flipped classroom learning activity. And if you choose to complete this assignment, it's worth 75,000 points if done correctly. Now, when we talk about the flipped classroom, one of the things, the flipped concept, focuses on having students learn on their own, if you will, and then practice that skill with the teacher, okay? So for instance, maybe students would go home and learn about the concept of multiplication, and then in the classroom they'll be doing multiplication problems with the teacher, and the teacher's there kind of guiding along the way, coaching. So it's, for instance, take a look at the science, learn all the concepts of vocabulary at home, and then the next day in lab apply all those concepts. So instead of, we always learn in the classroom, but instead of learning by watching videos and reading in the classroom, they take care of that at home, and then they have the actual application in the classroom. And that's kind of the way I've always pictured the flip approach. There are different ideas and things that go along with it. That's kind of what I'm looking for in this assignment. Now, with that being said, what I want you to do is create a flipped classroom. And again, like in my instructions here, it says the flipped classroom approach to teaching and learning involves students receiving the teaching and instruction outside of traditional classroom via videos, podcasts, and online tutorials. All right. Face-to-face class time is then devoted to engaging in problem solving and assignments that would normally be assigned as homework. All right. So there are different ways that you can do this. Number one, you can create another classroom. If you are not familiar with it, the resource blend space is really cool, and I will link that in the description here down below. Blend space is a really cool option that you can use to create flipped classrooms. Or if you want, you can use another LMS to create a flipped approach as well. However, you cannot use the same one that you created for your online classroom assignment. You can't use that twice, okay? So it would have to be something different if you choose to use an LMS over again. So very simple. What you need to do is set it up, find a way for kids to learn at home, and then apply that when they come to the classroom. So you're gonna have to provide podcast videos, tutorials, whatever it takes. So your rubric is right here, really simple, online space. So you are going to have to pick something. If you pick something good, you're pretty much guaranteed to get your 12,000 there. Provide multimedia, video, podcast, tutorials. I want at least 3 of them that students can use. Does the resource provide student support? So can you respond to them in the resource that you select, whether it's Blend Space, Google Classroom, whatever? Are your learning objectives identified in your flipped classroom? So in your flipped classroom somewhere, you're going to have to list your objectives that you want students to be able to complete, whether that's you probably want that at the beginning of whatever it is that you're using. So the beginning of your Google Classroom or the beginning of your Blend Space, whatever. Do you have an assessment on there? Do you have a couple questions to make sure that the students are learning? Because we don't just want students to go to a resource, take a look at things and say that they're done. Well, prove it. How do you gauge that they truly learned the concepts? So right there, make sure you have a formative assessment in there, maybe a couple questions. Spelling and grammar, very important. Make sure it looks professional. And if you have all of these elements, then you will earn a full 75,000 points on this assignment. So there are a lot of options you can use, different ways to do it. But again, what you're going to be doing in this assignment is using the flipped approach to where kids learn at home and apply it in the classroom. So make sure you check out Blend Space, really cool. I've used that in the past. I will link that up in your description. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. And as always, I hope this tutorial is helpful. Again, if you choose to do this assignment, it's worth 75,000 points. Big point assignment in EDT 211-511. On that note, thanks again for watching and have a great day.